We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Titans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Levis to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. there set and ready for this next drive. The Washington offense in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd down. Howell now. And his throw is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Howell. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. QB sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Henry will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action now. Levis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Levis. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Levis going back to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So here's a 3rd and 14. And Howell will throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nifty move. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Levis. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State in Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Little bootleg here. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Again, it's Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Levis on 3rd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. He'll complete this one. You'll crack one. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In motion is Phillips. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. One last shot before the break. Howell. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get... Oh, Howell loses it! Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Azeez Al-Shaair picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First and 10, it's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give the Spears. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Howell. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 2nd down, here's the option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Will Levis, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. That one complete to Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Howell looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Howell now to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught. And he's trying to get as much as he can. And boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. But they're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that. But it's enough for the 1st down. Henry running right. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting
and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
And the Commanders' first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside handoff, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Howell from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will hold at 15.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Levis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Howell out of the shotgun. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Levis sets up to throw here. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And Howe will throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
74 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Levis back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Howell to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Back to throw, Howell. It's complete to Robinson. Into space at the 45. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Tennessee, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another.